Natalie, and we're planning on cycling 20,000 miles across all of the lower 48 states.
Today we're going to be taking you through the gear that we're going to be taking on this trip.
And don't forget, this trip is completely unsupported, meaning we're carrying all of our gear on the bicycles. So let's get right into the video. So let's go ahead and start talking about the most important aspect of this trip, the bicycle. Now, we've decided to go with the Stromer ST2. I put a Brooks saddle on here. This thing is pretty legit. It's got an Omni system here. The battery will last like up to 100 miles, which is pretty epic, especially for a trip like this. Also, we have these really cool flags that we designed at the good old Office Max. It's got what we're doing. If you want to sponsor us here, just hit my email, logan-mayberry@hotmail.com. You can be a sponsor. Our official Guinness World Record attempt banner, and then all the social media. And the same for Natalie's. And she's also going to be riding a Stromer ST2, but hers is the Sport Edition.
So next you're probably wondering how we're going to be carrying all of our gear. First we have these Burley Nomad trailers. They're super light, they're 14 pounds, which compared to other trailers is actually pretty light. They just attach to our back wheel, and there's tons of space inside, and it has this awesome waterproof flap over top so everything stays dry. And then we also have these Rhino Walk panniers. They're super waterproof, and special thanks to KANE at THORTEK Outdoors for sponsoring us these bags. We love them, and they're gonna do great on our trip.
So most of you guys know, on my walk across America, I actually had a very similar tent, same color and everything, but it was a Passage 2. We are going to be taking the Passage 3 just because it's a little bit bigger. Now, they say it's a 3-man tent, but I don't know about you guys, but I don't like sleeping like some sardines. All right, so there's the tent. And over here we have the sleeping bags. And now we decided to go with the Hike and Bike 800 Feel bags. These bags are really, really comfortable. They're lightweight and they're super affordable, so that's really good. And then as far as our sleeping pads, we went with the REI Air Rail Plus. They have an R value of 5, and this one actually has an R value of 5.2. I'm just now realizing that. Guess I'm sleeping a little bit warmer than you. So we got all this, and now let's set it up in the tent.
One eternity later.
Man, I can't believe you went your entire walk without having a sleeping pad.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So now we're going to be talking about our clothes. I like to keep my clothes inside of my Rhino Walk bag, keeps them super dry. So as far as clothing, I'm bringing along 4 pairs of leggings, 2 pairs of thermals, 4 shirts, and then I have a windproof Columbia jacket and a rainproof jacket as well. And then I also have my big fluffy jacket for when it's really cold, as well as some thermal socks and underwear and the usual stuff.
So unfortunately on my cart, I wasn't able to put the panniers on here because with the rack being so small, when I would pedal, my feet would hit the bag. So I thought it would be better to put the bags inside the good old cart. So my bag has all of my clothes in it. I actually have 2 panniers back here. So the first bag will have 4 shirts, 2 pairs of shorts, 2 pairs of pants, and no underwear. Just kidding. I have like 1 pair. And then I have bike shorts, a waterproof rain jacket, and then a big, fluffy jacket, which will be very epic.
All right, so now we're going to be covering the rest of the stuff in my cart. Typically, I keep in here my sleeping bag and just a couple extra little, knickknacks. Then we have in my cart we decided to go with a full-sized air pump just in case. You never know, pumping up a flat on the side of the road can be kind of dangerous sometimes, so we just want to get it done as quick as possible. And then just in case, we also have a little mini pump too. So if, one or the other fails, we have a backup. And I have 2 of these thorn-resistant tubes. They are, you know, pretty tough, so when we're in the desert, they won't bust, hopefully. We have a face mask here. Those are nice for, I mean, even when you're sleeping, they keep you warm. We've got some more chamois butter, keeps you moisturized.
Huge guard.
Got a pair of really warm gloves. I think these are from Amazon, but they are great for whenever it's snowy or cold. Then this is actually supposed to be attached to my bike, but it is a bottle holder, so that'll be great for the trip. And then I have a pair of lighter gloves that are better for like 40s, 50s, just kind of keep the wind out. I also have this little pillow here from Outdoor Vitals, just keep your head elevated a little bit. So these are my cycling glasses. They help with the sun and the wind, so those are definitely necessary. And then this here is our cooking pot, as well as the fuel. And we also have a little carrying case for this one. It's our smaller pot and our little cook stove from REI. So these are something that we got from THORTEK Outdoors. They are 3 of the dry bags. So those are great for putting your electronics or any clothes or anything you want to keep dry in. And then I've got a few of these head wraps to keep the wind out of your ears. More of this dry lube, a brush, and that's it.
All right, so next we have the other pannier. This is all the camera supplies. So I have my laptop, my drone, and my camera bag. And I have a small little tripod here. And then my dry chain lube. We keep one on each bike. And then the gooch cream or chamois butter or whatever you want to call it. And also I have this little wrench and proofhide for my Brooks saddle. And this little majigger is really cool because when you're in a windy area like the desert, when you have your little camp stove set up, you're going to want to block the wind. So this thing just goes around your camp stove and locks into place, and boom, you have a windbreaker. All right. Next up, we have some very good essentials such as a beanie and a face mask. This thing is going to be awesome to have, especially during the more windy areas. And then we got a pair of cycling gloves, random sock. And then we have, these things are what I'm so excited about. Hey, I actually got yours in here. So these just basically slide over your shoes and boom, they're waterproof. All right. And then another pair of just normal everyday cycling gloves. 2 really thick thorn resistant inner tubes. And then, that's it. All right, so there you have it. That is all the gear that we're going to be taking on our 20,000-mile bicycling trip across all of the lower 48 states.
Again, a big thank you to KANE at THORTEK Outdoors. He has an amazing blog where he talks about, people going on incredible adventures just like this. We have an interview that we've done with him there, and his company is really cool because they talk about, you don't have to have a bunch of money to go on these epic adventures. You should be able to, buy some gear as you go and just, work your way up to it. If you don't have a whole bunch of money to spend, you can still do epic things.
And I think that's really cool, and we sure appreciate you, KANE. Thank you so much. And guys, if you want to follow us on social media, my social media is all going to be YouTube Logan Mayberry and
mine is the.natsuarez.
All right, there you have it. We'll see you guys next time. Keep being more and doing more. Peace.